tomorrow evening we will have St. Ben's women's play for you at the same time. 7:10 is our airtime from Claire Lynch Hall. Weiss will jump against Kane as we open things up here. Kane at 6'7", Weiss at 6'5", and Weiss wins the jump back to Hare, and he leaves it for Trewick at the timeline. Man-to-man defense by the Knights. Kohorst, high post to Dignan outside the arc. Joe on a couple of dribbles. Now starts it to the left and leaves it for Hare. Kohorst up top, looks down low. Takes one dribble, picked it up, and leaves it for Hare outside the arc. Looks inside, can't find anybody. Gives it back to Kohorst. Kohorst dribbles through the key area. May have picked up his foot, but no call. Back to Dignan on the right wing. Joe dribbles into the corner and kicks it back out to Travis Weiss. Now Kohorst up top. He'll leave it for Trewick, and they'll reset with 15 on the shot clock. Now Dignan with 10 on the little clock. To Hare on the weave. Kohorst, 17-footer, long off the rim, rebound, down to Wartburg. Coming away with the ball was Brian Farrell. Farrell triggers it ahead quickly to Leary, the leading scorer. Now it goes down low to Kane, turnaround off the glass and in. Rob Kane averages about 14 ball game. He has the first 2 of the game. Ahead now to Hare, all the way down the floor and off the glass and in. Personal foul is going to go against Jeff Isaacson. That is his
Wartburg, number
first foul of either team here in the ball game, and really going. And John Hare will be at the line trying to complete the three-point play for St. John's. Free throw up and good. Well, John Hare saw the opening and just accelerated down the floor. Doesn't look like he had a concussion on Monday to me. Johnny's in the man-to-man defense. Hall on the right wing now, Isaacson. To the high post to Kane. Drives the paint. Dumps it off to the left side to Hall. Hall, high post to Isaacson. Holds the ball over his head. Now dumps it out into the left corner to Kane. Up top for Farrell. Almost stolen away. Now Farrell drives the lane and laid it up in the end. Nice move by Brian Farrell. But he almost got the ball stolen up top. Turned and went down the lane for the layup. 4-3 Wartburg. 18.5 minutes remaining first half. Kohorst up top. Down low. Weiss had it tipped away and it was fouled by Leary from behind. Interesting matchup. Matt Leary, the leading scorer for Wartburg, is on Travis Weiss. I'm sure they will try to put some pressure on Leary, try to get some personal fouls on him. Inbound for the Johnnies underneath the bucket. Trewick triggers it out top to Dignan. Hare now leaves it for Trewick, and he'll dribble the offense. Right wing Dignan. Joe starts it to the key area. Stops outside the arc and dumps it further back out now to John Hare. Right wing Dignan. Take the three-pointer. Drives the baseline. Dumped it off to Kohorst, but the pass was stolen away by Isaacson, and then a whistle and a tie-up, and the ball will belong to Wartburg on the offense. As he stepped in front of the wraparound pass intended by Joe Dignan for Eric Kohorst. Farrell across the timeline to Hall. On the right wing now to Isaacson. Looks inside. Can't find anybody. Squares up with Kohorst. Now drives it to the key area and leaves it for Hall. Hall on the right-handed dribble. Now pass down low. Kane on the baseline. Double team there. In trouble. Dumps it back to Leary. Now back to Kane, and his shot rolls out. Tap up no good. Rebound. Isaacson up and off. It wouldn't go, and Kohorst got the rebound. Ahead now to Dignan across the timeline. Pushes it down the lane. Stops off the glass. Boy, if he could break out tonight, what a break that would be for the Giants. 5-4, St. John's on top. 17-20 remaining in the first half. On the left wing now is Farrell. Down low it goes Isaacson. He was fouled by Kohorst as he went to the bucket. Shot wouldn't go, but he'll get 2 free throws. Eric got in foul trouble on Saturday against St. Thomas.
Ball is on the Johnnies, number 32, Eric Kohorst. First personal.
17-14 remaining. 5-4. Johnnies on top here in the first half. Jeff Isaacson, the 6'5" senior from Ames, averages a little bit over 7 points a ball game. One of 3 pretty solid big players, big post players for this Wartburg team, along with Matt Leary at 6'5" and Rob Kane at 6'7". First free throw is good. We're tied at 5. Second one also good. Nothing but net on both of them. Now Hare, up the right sideline, pushes it ahead quickly. Stops on the right wing. Kohorst up top. 3 on the way. Won't go. Rebound tapped around. Comes down to Weiss off the put back, and the Johnnies lead at 7-6. As we seesaw back and forth here in the early going. Now Leary working on Dignan. That's a mismatch, but that's the way they got to play it. Up on top now it's triggered to Hall as Leary and Dignan bump down low. Kane in the post, leaves it for Hall. Got Hare off his feet, put up the left-handed shot which wouldn't go, and then a foul on the rebound Hare. Boy, Doug Hall did a nice job there of pulling John Hare off his feet, and then John got the foul on the rebound. First on John, 2 team fouls now in each of these clubs. There's 16:41 remaining. In the first half, Johnny's on top by 1. Now Dave Denley will check into the ball game for Wartburg, and he will replace Jeff Isaacson. Denley, 6'4" senior. On the inbound, Leary all alone and lays it in. Leary got the pass as he goes through. 8-7. Wartburg on Travis, and back the other way come the Knights. Up the left side, Farrell stops outside the arc, fakes a three-pointer, goes low to Leary, spinning move up and in. Matt Leary has 4 points, and it's 10-7 Wartburg with 16:15 in the first half. Trewick met at the timeline by Hall. Left wing Dignan looks down, can't get it to Kohorst. Weiss outside the arc to Trewick up top. Left side Dignan launches a three. Oh, it rolled in again. Oh, three for Joe Dignan. He has 5. It was down, came out, and then went back down again. We're tied at 10. On the right wing, Matt Leary. Leary working against Dignan. Now over to Denley down the lane and in. Boy, Wartburg really takes the ball to the bucket. They're up by 2 at 12-10. Hare on the right wing. Up top, Kohorst. Outside the arc. Triggers to Trewick. Left wing, Dignan. Looks inside for Eric. Can't find him. Up top for Hare. Almost lost it. Now a no-look pass is tipped away. Intended for Kohorst. And it comes 30 on the shot clock. Trewick on the right wing. Travis Weiss pulls Leary away from the basket. Now Hare. Trewick on the right wing. Entry pass to Kohorst. Back to Trewick. 3 on the way. Rebound Hare. Out of his hands to Dignan, and then Joe was tied up. That was one of the Johnnies on the alternate possession area. Came down with the rebound. It fell out of his hands to Dignan, and then Joe was tied up. Inbound for the Johnnies underneath the bucket. They're down by 2 with 15:09 remaining first half. Left corner. Up top now to Dignan. Right corner, Trewick. Wartburg in the zone after the 2-3 zone. Trewick, right corner for Dignan. Bounce pass to Weiss. He's done. And he has 4, and we're tied at 12. Right wing now Farrell, and then a whistle and a foul inside. I think a holding foul on Joe Dignan. Joe Dignan at 6'3" is up against 6'5" Matt Leary. Be a tough assignment for Joe, but he's one of the best defensive players in the league. 3 personals on the Johnnies this half. That's the first on Dignan. The inbound pass slipped out of the hands of Farrell, and the Johnnies come away with it. Dignan up the left side. He was going to shoot, but couldn't get the shot off, and he triggered on the right wing. Hall will sit down and take a rest. Fuller is a 5-game junior from Wakana.
Corey Jackson
from Westchester, Illinois. And Jackson will check in for St. John's, replacing John Hare and Joe Dignan. And Sabalka will match up on Leary. Farrell on the left wing to Leary. Up on top for Wartburg. Left corner for Kane. Weiss is quickly out on him. Up top, Farrell. Trewick, all kinds of pressure on him. Down low, Kane goes to the glass. Didn't get the shot. Got his own rebound and put it in. Rob Kane has 4. 14-12 Wartburg. Boy, they are tough and strong inside. Trewick, right wing, Sabalka. Man-to-man defense this time down the floor for Wartburg. They actually were only in the zone after the inbound play. Jackson up top. Sabalka on the right wing. Looks inside. Now drives the baseline. Stops. Pull up. 5-footer is good. Tim Sabalka averaging about 7 off the bench. That's his first 2, and it's 14-14. Krillin on the right wing now to Kane. He's watched by Weiss. Leaves it for Farrell. Farrell drives it down the right side. Stops on the baseline. 7-footer. Good over the top of Trewick. Brian Farrell has 4. And it's 16-14 Wartburg. Now Corey Jackson on the other end. Backs out on the dribble to Kohorst. Cross-court Sabalka. Looks inside. Nobody there. Now Kohorst in the high post. Starts it down the lane. Stops. Fakes. Puts up the 5-footer. Won't go. Got his own rebound. On the floor. On the dribble. Almost had it stolen away. Pass to Trewick. And Trewick couldn't handle it out of bounds. It appeared like White may have nonchalanted that pass just a little bit.
Randy Beckstrom in the game for St. John.
Randy Beckstrom now will come in, replacing Mike Trewick. So Beckstrom, Jackson, Sabalka, Kohorst, and Weiss on the floor for the Johnnies. Wartburg on top 16-14 with under 13 minutes remaining here in the first half. Up on top, Denley. Down low, Keen. Inside, Leary. Got the pass, and he traveled there. Took an extra step as he pulled off the glass and in. Basketball, not caught. And the Johnnies get the basketball back in the backcourt.
Into the game for Wartburg.
Randall Rinderneck checks in now, replacing Matt Leary. Both teams now have used 8 ball players, and Kyle Smith is going to check in to become the 9th player on the floor for the Johnnies. Beckstrom up on top. Jackson on the left wing. Sabalka up top now to Randy Beckstrom. Holds the ball high above his head. Kohorst, high post. Looks down low for Travis. Can't find him. Jackson down the paint, and he was fouled. Be interesting to see if that was on the shooting motion. They're going to say he's going to get 2 shots.
Foul is on
Farrell.
Wartburg,
That
number
is his
15, Brian Farrell.
Foul now on
First
both teams.
personal, 13
Kyle
foul.
Smith will check in, replacing Travis Weiss. Jeff Isaacson back in
game for the night.
for Wartburg, and he will replace Dave Denley. Corey Jackson, who's about a 65% free thrower, will be at the line to shoot 2. Freshman from Park Center. Free throw is good. He'll get one more opportunity. If he hits the second one, we'll be tied at 16 with 12 and a half minutes remaining in the first half. The winner goes to St. Paul on Saturday to face the Tommies in the second round. Free throw is also good. Corey has 2 points, and we're tied at 16. Full court pressure now by the Johnnies. Very uncharacteristic this early in the ballgame. Ahead to Quillen now into the front court as they break the pressure easily. Farrell. Beckstrom all over him. Now to Rinderneck. Rinderneck on the drive against Sabalka. Stops on the baseline. Good aggressive man-to-man defense on the basketball for St. John's. Rinderneck again now on the right wing. Goes high post to Isaacson. Isaacson backs it out against Kohorst. Right side Keen, outside the arc. Kyle Smith is on him. Now up top Farrell. Right corner Rinderneck. Down low. Keen off the glass. No good. And the rebound by Kyle Smith. As Eric Kohorst would have help on defense there. Sabalka on the left wing. Beckstrom. Now Kohorst outside the arc. Jackson on the right wing. Up top Sabalka. Drives it down the lane. Running 5-footer. Good. Tim Sabalka has 4 off the bench, and the back at 18-16. 11 and a half remaining first half. High post now to Isaacson. Up to Farrell against Beckstrom. They bump. Shot won't go. And the rebound comes down to Sabalka. Now Beckstrom holds his fist high as he starts it across the timeline. On the drive against Quillen. Leaves it up top to Kyle Smith. Right wing Kohorst outside the arc. Looks inside. Goes cross court to Kyle Smith. Kyle works the baseline. Runner won't go, but he was fouled. Fouled by Keen, I believe, and that will be the first on Keen and the 4th team foul on Wartburg. Good move by Kyle Smith as he got the baseline and then muscled it up.
Ball is on Wartburg, number 55, Rob Keen.
So the freshman from Brainerd will be at the line to shoot 2. Art Meath will replace Eric Kohorst now. So the Johnnies now with 5 non-starters on the floor. Jackson, Meath, Sabalka, Smith, and Kohorst. Paul, Quillen, Rinderneck, Isaacson, and Leary are out there for Wartburg. First free throw by Kyle is good. We'll get one more. Johnny's on top by 3 at 19-16. 11:01 remaining here in the first half. At halftime, we'll talk to Tim Muir. Second free throw won't go. And he is the NCAA representative at this game tonight. Now Leary on the break. Shot won't go, but he was fouled. Good transition game there by Wartburg. Foul is on Kyle Smith. That's his first. Both teams now with 4 personals in the hand.
First personal, 4th team foul.
Matt Leary averaging 20 points a ball game. 4 on the night now, and he's at the line to shoot 2. Free throw good. Wartburg 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. Leary's a 6'5" senior from Sioux City. Second free throw good. 6 points for Matt Leary. Johnny's on top 19-18. Jackson into the forecourt on the right wing. Goes cross court to Savalka. Now Beckstrom on the left wing. Jackson, high post area. Starts it down the lane, then pulls it back on the dribble. Now he starts it down the other side, still on the dribble, to Savalka on the right wing. Savalka looks inside, low post, Smith! And he's fouled as he made the move. All over his arm under there was Jeff Isaacson. Kyle Smith is not afraid to turn and go to the basket from the low post. Good strong move. Draws Isaacson's second personal
foul. Ball is on Wartburg's number 51.
And it will be an inbound as he was fouled on the drive.
Second personal, 5th team foul.
15 foul now on Wartburg in the hand. Beckstrom will inbound from underneath the basket. Looking, now down low to Kyle. Ball came loose. Bart Meath had it tipped out of his hands and a foul. On whom? Going to be on Randall Rinderneck. That is his first 16 foul. This will be an inbound for the Johnnies, and then from this point, the Johnnies will go to the free throw. 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half.
First personal, 16.
Beckstrom will inbound. Again, Wartburg uses the zone on the inbounds play. Beckstrom, lob pass Meath. Out top, Jackson, 3 on the way. Long off the rim. Rebound kept loose. Beckstrom comes away with after Savalka kept it alive. 5. Beckstrom backs it out to set the offense. Man-to-man situation now for Wartburg. Smith outside the arc. Kyle looks inside. Goes cross-court to Beckstrom. He had a big three-pointer against St. Thomas. Savalka, 3 on the way. Got it. 22-18 Johnnies with just under 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. High post now Leary. Leaves it for Hall, and then a blocking foul on Savalka, and the fans wanted that to be a charge. Tim Savalka's first, the 15th foul on the Johnnies, and an inbound for Wartburg.
First personal,
Quillen will trigger the ball for Wartburg. Looking, has to hurry. Now he gets it into Hall. Doug Hall double teamed by Meath and Jackson up top. Now left wing Quillen. Back up on top Hall. Right wing Rinderneck. He looks inside. Quillen outside the arc. Again, not a three-point shooting team. Down low it goes now to Hall. His turnaround good against Corey Jackson. First 2 points for Doug Hall. 22-20. Johnny's on top with 9:28 remaining here in the first half. Meath turns and looks to Jackson. Got it back. Hart took an extra step before he put it on the floor. Turnover, St. John's will go back the other way. Joe Dignan will check back in now for Tim Savalka. And Brian Farrell will check back in. Farrell will start it up for Wartburg. Met at the timeline by Randy Beckstrom. Left wing it goes to Leary outside the arc. Up top now to Isaacson. On the left side, Rinderneck. Rinderneck leaves it up top for Hall. Now down low, Leary drives it into the paint and it goes. Matt Leary has 8 points, and we're tied at 22. On the left wing. Now Meath, 3 on the way. The rebound, Wartburg. Farrell came away with it across the timeline on the dribble as they push it up just a little bit. Farrell stops. On the right wing it goes Hall. He stops at the low post, triggers it back out to Leary, who leaves it for Hall, who came back out to get it. Now Leary outside the arc on the right wing. 8.5 remaining in the half. We're tied at 22. Out to Isaacson. 25 on the shot clock. Right wing Rinderneck. Now to Leary. Back to Hall. 3 on the way. Long off the rim, and Randy Beckstrom at 5'10 got the rebound in the lane. And it's 24-22 on a good strong move by the freshman. Farrell works against Beckstrom, drives to the right wing. Now up on top to Leary, who's watched by Bart Mead. Down low it goes to Hall, turnaround good. Doug Hall is posted up Corey Jackson twice, scored both times, and we're tied at 24. Looks down low, looking. Now he bounces it on the right wing to Kyle Smith. Now to Dignan up top. Andy Beckstrom will take it over for the Johnnies. Back to Meath, 25 on the shot clock. Meath in trouble, puts it on the floor a couple times and leaves it for Corey Jackson. Now down low, Dignan comes open, fakes, and then his shot was blocked out of bounds. Blocked by Rinderneck underneath. Now many changes for the Johnnies as Hare, Rice, Kohorst, and Trewick come back into the ballgame. So they stop left corner to Hare up top. Right wing now to Dignan. Back to Trewick, left wing. The Johnnies didn't know the shot clock was running down, and the rebound to Wartburg. Farrell down the lane, and he's fouled by Trewick and another in. The Wartburg guards doing an excellent job of taking the Johnny guards down deep. Farrell got the roll and had a chance at the three-point play. First foul on Trewick, 16 foul on the Johnnies, so both teams now will be in the bonus for the rest of the half, as Farrell will get an opportunity to complete the three-point play, and he does. Biggest lead for Wartburg at 27-24 with 6:55 remaining in the first half. Playoff basketball on WJON St. Cloud. Our engineer tonight is Al Neff. I'm Emmett Keenan with you from the Warner Palestra. Trewick on the right wing. Zone. Oh, they're going to match up. It's man-to-man. No, they stay in the zone. Dignan outside the arc. 2-3 zone. Down low to Weiss. Good pass, but Travis couldn't go to the bucket. Kohorst got it tipped out of his hands and he was fouled. Kohorst got it at the high post and was fouled by Doug Hall. That is Hall's first, and off the line to shoot 1-and-1 will be Eric Kohorst.
Doug Hall, first personal, 17th foul.
Johnnies have had 7 players score in the ballgame. 6 have scored for Wartburg. Nobody with more than 8 points in the ballgame, and that's Matt Leary of Wartburg. 7 for Tim Savolka off the bench for the Johnnies. Kohorst's free throw is good. That's his first point of the ballgame. The Johnnies' leading scorer with an average of about 14 and a half a ballgame. Second free throw is also good, and the Johnnies are within 1 at 27-26. Ahead into the forecourt now, into the left corner, Denley looks inside for Leary, can't get it to him. Hall to Farrell as the Johnnies extend the man-to-man defense. Farrell on the dribble, working against Trewick on the right wing. Up top for Hall, stolen away by Hare. Hare 5 points for John Hare as he made a great move and then lost the ball but got it back. Johnny's on top by 1. Farrell may have turned an ankle, limping a little bit. Down low to Leary. Back to Farrell, outside the arc on the right wing. Triggers it up top to Hall, and he definitely turned an ankle and is hurting. Did Brian Farrell. On the left wing now, Kane leaves it for Leary. 20 on the shot clock. 5:40 remaining in the first half. Kane down the lane. Now to Leary. Leary off the glass and in. Matt Leary has 10 points in double figures. First player to do that. And a 1-point Wartburg lead. And now we're going to get a whistle. And the officials are going to call a timeout for Brian Farrell, who will come limping to the sideline. Jason Quillen will check into the ballgame for him. Farrell came down the floor and tried to stop after being in the air. He really rolled that ankle over. 1-point Wartburg lead with 5:28 remaining first half. Johnny's inbound in the forecourt. Trewick to Weiss, who will leave it right back for Mike. Mike holds 4 fingers aloft with his left hand to signal the play. 2-3 zone still for the Knights. Hare up on top. Kohorst on the side the arc now, right wing for Trewick. Trewick to Dignan. Out of Trewick in the right corner. Back to Dignan, 3 on the way. Won't go, and the rebound comes down to Doug Hall for Wartburg. Ahead now to Jason Quillen. Quillen pushes it to the left wing. Backs out on the dribble, working against Trewick. Pass stolen away by Kohorst, and his pass, as he tried to save it, was stolen away by Hall. Now alone underneath is Denley, and he lays it up and in. Good look by Hall. 31-28 Wartburg with 4:40 remaining in the half. Money in the bank when Eric gets it down low. 4 points for the senior co-captain, all-conference player this year, and it's 31-30 Wartburg. Quillen, left wing Denley. Now Leary to Keene, working down low, and a whistle and a foul on White. Bodies all over the place. As Keene fired up the turnaround shot, ran over the top of everybody, and Travis picks up the personal.
Ball is on St. John's, number 54.
The line to shoot two will be Rob Keene.
First personal,
Keene has 4 points in the ballgame.
Sabalka in the game replacing
Jim Sabalka will replace John Hare now for St. John with 4:17 remaining in the half. Free throw good. Keene has 5. And Wartburg on top by 2. We'll talk to Tim Mueller of Hamlin and the NCAA at halftime. We also hope to talk to one of the St. Thomas coaches who are here, probably actually scouting Wartburg. I think they know enough about St. John's. 33-30, Wartburg on top. Down low, Weiss. Triggers it out to Kohorst. 15-footer. Got it. Eric Kohorst quickly has 6 points, and it's 33-32 Wartburg with exactly 4 minutes remaining in the half. Hall on the right wing to Denley. Dignan in his face. Now to Leary, stops in the lane. Pass down low, was tipped away by Dignan, and Joe drew the foul. Tipped it away from Paul, and the personal called on Joe. That's his second. Nobody else with more than one for St. John's, and Jeff Isaacson has 2 for Wartburg.
Second personal, 8 team foul.
See who's checking in now for Wartburg. It's Brian Farrell, so apparently he's okay. He'll replace Jason Quillen.
For Wartburg.
At the line to shoot 1-1 now will be Doug Hall. He has 4 points in the ballgame. Free throw is no good. High off the rim, and Eric Kohorst comes down with the rebound. Ahead now to Sabalka on the right wing. Drives it to the baseline. Stops. His pass was stolen away as he tried to get it to Weiss. Pass was picked off in traffic by Denley. Farrell. Looks like the ankle's okay. Just needed to walk it off. On the right wing to Leary. Leary looks down low. Nobody there. Now he drives the baseline on Kohorst. Stops, picks it up, had it tipped away, but right into the hands of Denley. Now Hall. Johnny's extend that man-to-man defense. Keene to Leary in the high post, watched by Kohorst. Down low, it goes for Denley working on Dignan. He got the shot and he was fouled. Joe picked up his 3rd personal as Denley got the bucket and a chance for a 3-point play.
Ball is on to Johnny's number 12, Joe Dignan. 3rd personal.
Checking in for him will be John Hare. Into the ballgame for the first time is Mark Franzen. And he replaces Doug Hall. Franzen probably the best 3-point shooter at 50% on this Wartburg team. Denley with 6 points, and he makes it 7 as he completes the 3-point play. And the biggest lead of the game for the Knights at 36-32. 3:15 remaining first half. Trewick holds up the fist as they come across the timeline. He's met there by Franzen. Right wing Sabalka. Up top to Weiss. Now to Trewick. Kohorst outside the arc, working against the big 6'7" Rob Keene. Down low, Weiss came open. Sabalka got it, and Travis makes the bucket for 6 points for the junior from Little Falls and cuts the lead to 2. Farrell working against Trewick. Out of Franzen. Right wing Leary. Leary will work against Kohorst. Up top now Denley. Denley, right corner for Franzen. Starts it in the paint. Fakes, now puts up the 10-footer. Good. Mark Franzen off the bench has a couple of points, and it's 38-34 Wartburg on top by 4. 2:25 remaining first half. Trewick, left wing Sabalka. High post Kohorst, 14-footer, good. Eric Kohorst came open in the seam of the zone in the high post. And that cuts the Wartburg lead to 2 with 2:16 remaining. Farrell started across the timeline. On the right wing now, Denley working against Sabulka. Takes the baseline. Bounce pass to Leary. Out to Franzen. Fakes the three-pointer. Now backs it out on the dribble and leaves it for Kane. Kane will work against Weiss. Left side Leary. Working on Kohorst. Up high now to Denley. Stops. 14-footer. Rolls off and the rebound comes down to Hare. Johnny's push it back the other way. Hare on the left side. Outside the arc. He stops. Now to 14. In. With 1:35 remaining in the first half. 4 straight by the Jays to pull this ball to Minn. Now Farrell on the right baseline. That's top Denver. Cranston wheels it around to the left side. Now down low it goes to Hall. His turnaround won't fall. Ball kept out of bounds. With 1:21 remaining in the first half. Students on the far side are standing now. I'm sure you can hear them cheering SJU. Hare on the right wing. Weiss up top. Now Sabulka. Trewick. Looks inside. Now goes high post to Hare. Sabulka on the left wing. Down low Weiss. Turn around in the paint. Denley on the right wing. Sabulka way out in his face. Now Leary up on top. Leary quietly has had 10 points. Now Franzen way away from the basket on the left wing for Kane. Leary high post, drives, 13-footer, rolls up, and the rebound comes down to Sabulka. Tipped away from him, and there's Kohorst picks it up. Trewick will start to the timeline. Johnny's will go for one shot. Shot clock is off with 20 remaining in the half. Hare, way away from the basket. Goes out to Mike Trewick. 15 on the clock as Wartburg will stay back in the zone. Now 10 and the Johnnies start to move. Trewick up top. Left wing Sabulka. 8. Kohorst. 17-footer. Got it! Well, Kohorst shot at the buzzer by Farrell. Blocked! Hit the 3-point buzzer. St. John's 42, Wartburg 41. Possession, the ball will belong to Wartburg as we open the second half. Trewick, Hare, Dignan with 3 personals, Weiss and Kohorst, the starters on the floor for St. John's. Johnny's go left to right as we open the second half. Wartburg with the ball. Leary away from the basket. Leaves it way out on top to Farrell, who appears to be okay after turning over that ankle. Leary on the right wing, watched by Kohorst. Down low it goes to Isaacson with Dignan on him. Back to Kane. Now up on top, away from the basket to Hall. Now on the right wing, it's stolen away by Dignan. Dignan behind the defense, and he lays it in. Joe Dignan with 7 points, and the Johnnies are on top by 3 at 44-41. At the timeline, Hare meets Hall. Lob pass down low. Kane, and he had it taken away by Weiss. And Hare comes away with the basketball. Ahead to Trewick down the left side. Mike will stop it there. Now high post Kohorst. Hare outside the arc. Triggers it way up on top to Trewick. About a minute into the second half. Johnny's lead at 44-41. Trewick up top. Left wing for John Hare. Now cross court Kohorst outside the arc. Dignan. Still way outside the three-point arc. Now Weiss comes up high. Trewick in the high post. Left wing Dignan fakes the three-pointer. Leaves it for Kohorst up top. 15 on the shot clock. Travis Weiss lost the ball on the floor. And then Leary came away with it and triggers it ahead to Hall. 2-on-3 Wartburg. They don't have the numbers. Running 7-footer. Goes for Hall though. Hall went in against John Hare. 6 points for Doug Hall, and it's 44-43. Johnny's on top by 1. John Hare on the right wing. High post Kohorst. Down low. Weiss backing in. Laid it in. Nice speed. Quick speed from Eric Kohorst. Travis Weiss has 10 points. And the Johnnies back on top by 3. Farrell works against Trewick. Now left wing. Tipped away by Dignan. And then Trewick came away with the ball. Joe Dignan has played great defense. Bounce pass down low. Kicked out of bounds by Wartburg. And the ball will still belong to the Johnnies, as Dignan was trying to get it into the low post to Eric Kohorst. Dignan playing with those 3 personal fouls, still playing good aggressive defense. Trewick will inbound against the zone underneath the basket. Here on the right wing. Up top, Dignan. Weiss in the corner. Trewick, 3 on the way. Short on the rim, way short. Dignan got the rebound, though. Went to the glass, didn't get the roll, and the rebound comes down to Leary. Ahead now to Farrell at the timeline. He'll wait for his teammates to catch up now. And Wartburg wants a timeout, so we'll take one, too. 17:46 remains. Johnny's on top, 46-43. We're back in 1 minute. Wartburg now in the forecourt as we resume play after the Wartburg timeout. In the corner is Farrell. Up on top now it goes to Hall. Leary on the right wing. Triggers it into the corner. Now back up on top to Hall. To Farrell. Into the left corner for Leary. Out quickly on him is Kohorst. They move it back around to the right side now. Into the corner Farrell. Looks inside for Kane. Can't get it to him. Good defense by Weiss. 17-footer by Hall. Rolls off and Kohorst the rebound on the far side. Dignan pushes it ahead to the right wing. Stops it there, waits for his teammates to catch up. Cross court it goes to Hare. Down low, Weiss, and he's fouled by Kane. Johnny's went cross court from Dignan to Hare, and then Hare quickly down to the low post to Weiss, who was fouled trying to make the shot by Rob Kane. That is Kane's second. That's the first foul on either team here in the half. Travis Weiss with 10 points in the ballgame will be at the line to shoot 2. Free throw good. Travis has 11, and the Johnnies have matched their biggest lead at 47-43 with 17:05 remaining in this second half. Free throw won't go. Long rebound, but it comes down to Wartburg. Isaacson will leave it for Hall. Hall met at the timeline now by Hare. On the right wing, pass tipped away, but it comes out to Farrell. Fakes a three-pointer, goes down low to Kane. He triggers it out top to Hall. Hall driving against Hare to the glass. Shot was short in the rebound to the Johnnies. Triggered ahead to Dignan, and he lost it out of bounds. Last touch by Dignan. Hare's pass was hit by Wartburg, and then off Dignan's hand out of bounds. Dave Denley checks in now for Wartburg, and sitting down will be Jeff Isaacson. Johnnies have not taken a timeout in the ballgame. Wartburg has only taken one. Farrell pushes it into the forecourt against Trewick. Backdoor cut now. Hall lays it in. Doug Hall with 8 points on a good backdoor feed, and it's 47-45 Johnnies. 16 and a half remaining. 2-3 zone again now for Wartburg. But they extend that and put pressure on the ball very quickly. Hare, down low Weiss. His pass into Kohorst at the low post. Turnaround, good. Kohorst first 2 this half. He has 14 in the ballgame. Johnny's back on top by 4. On the right wing. Now down low. Farrell came open and lays it up and in. 12 for Brian Farrell. First 2 this half. And the Johnny lead is 2. Ahead to Hare. Hare on the right wing. Back up on top to Trewick. He'll run things from there. Puts it on the floor. Starts at left side and then dumps it to Dignan on the wing. Now to Kohorst. High post. Goes on the right wing to Weiss. Weiss looked for Joe Dignan down low. Couldn't get it to him. Hare on top. Now Trewick away from the basket with 20 on the shot clock. Dignan bounces it to Weiss on the left wing. To Kohorst. Dignan on the right wing, 13 on the shot clock. Now Joe will dribble it up on top with 10 on the shot clock. Johnny will have to move it down to 7. Dignan down the paint, lays it up, and it won't go. He was fouled. Dignan came up on top. His teammates cleared out. He went right down the seam of the zone and picked up the foul.
Foul is on Wartburg's number 21.
Foul is on Doug Hall. That is his second team foul of the half on the night.
Foul.
And at the line to shoot 2 will be Joe Dignan, the sophomore from Monroe, Wisconsin. Joe with 7 points in the ballgame. He had a 3-pointer in the first half. Free throw rolls in. He has 8 now. Tim Sabalka also had a 3 for the Johnnies. And Brian Farrell had that long 3 at the buzzer for Wartburg to end the first half. Left-hander's second free throw is also good. Dignan has 9 points. The Johnnies back on top by 4 at 51-47. Denley into the forecourt. Leaves it up on top now for Hall. Hall on the right wing for Leary. Triggered up on top now, Denley. Down low, Hall, turnaround good. Doug Hall has done a good job of posting up the Johnny guards. He has 10. And it's a 2-point Johnny edge with under 15 minutes remaining in the ballgame. Cross court for Dignan. Now up on top, Trewick. Right wing, Hare. High post, it goes to Kohorst. He goes cross court to Trewick on the left wing. Down low, Weiss. Back to Kohorst. 17-footer. Got it. Nice pop out by Travis Weiss. 16 for Eric Kohorst, and the Johnnies are on top by 4. On the left wing now with the basketball is Genley. Looks inside, can't find anything. Now Hall, right wing Farrell. Trewick out quickly on him. Farrell with Trewick in his face. One dribble. Goes high post, Leary. Down low, pass tipped away by Travis Weiss, but Farrell recovered in the corner. Good defense by Weiss on Kane. Now a long pass out of the backcourt, and this is going to be over and back on Wartburg. They're going to say that the Johnnies deflected it. I'm not sure if that's going to be the call or not. They may have a point. The Johnnies may have deflected it near the timeline. But the Johnnies are going to take over in the forecourt. Sabalka comes in now replacing John Hare. Trewick will inbound from the near sideline. Gets it to Dignan. 2-3 zone again for the Knights, but they really extend that to put pressure outside. Now they look like they've dropped back into a man-to-man defense. Dignan up top for Trewick. He's watched by Hall. They are in a man-to-man. Sabalka starts it down the left side and he's fouled on the drive by Farrell. Brian Farrell's third team foul of the half on the Wartburg Knights. Johnnies have not committed a personal in this second half with 13:59 remaining.
Third team foul.
Trewick will inbound from the far sideline this time. Gets it into Sabalka. Fresh 45 for the Johnnies on the personal foul. On the right wing, Dignan. Now Kohorst. Goes cross court, Sabalka. Looks inside for Weiss. Can't get it to him. Cross court, Dignan. Fakes the 3. Now drives it to the paint. Triggers it to Trewick back out on top. Sabalka on the left wing. Now Dignan up top. Fakes the 3 again. Down low, Weiss! And his shot was off and was fouled. What a look by Joe Dignan. As Weiss passed to the low post. Joe got him the ball, and Travis was fouled on the shot.
Foul is on the Knights, number 33.
Denley, that was his first, and the 4th team foul of the half.
Personal, 4th team foul.
On Wartburg, and Weiss, who has 11 points in the ball game, at the line to shoot 2. Travis is 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Free throw short on the rim. 53-49. Johnny's on top. 13:36 remains here in the ball game. Second free throw, that one won't go either. Rebound tapped around, and finally Hall comes away with it. Missed opportunity for the Johnnies. On the left wing is Denley. Farrell wheels it back to Denley on the left wing. He looks down low, can't find anybody, and starts it around the other way. High post now, Kane with the basketball. He's been fairly silent. Big 6'7" post player. Big, strong young man. On the left wing now, Farrell drives the baseline. Running 8-footer won't go. Rebound tapped around. It came right down to Leary, and he lays it up and in. First 2 points of the half for Matt Leary. 12 in the ballgame, and the Johnny lead is 2 with exactly 13 minutes now remaining. Left wing, Dignan. Up on top, Weiss. Sabalka. Down low, Dignan off the glass, but it won't go, but he was fouled. Again, a good look by the Johnnies from up top as Dignan flashed open down below. Foul is going to go against Brian Farrell, and that is his third. Kyle Smith will check in and give Travis Weiss a break.
Kyle Smith reports in for St. John's.
Joe Dignan will be at the line to shoot 2. Joe has 9 points in the ballgame. And now Farrell will sit down with the 3 personal fouls as Jason Quillen checks in.
Brian Farrell for Wartburg.
Johnnies have played 10 ball players. Wartburg has played 9. 7 different Johnnies have scored. 7 different Knights have scored as Dignan hits the first free throw. He moves into double figures now with 10 points. Johnny's on top by 3, and Corey Jackson will come in, but he's coming in for Joe Dignan. Left-hander's second free throw is good. So Joe will come and sit down for a rest now. He has 11 points together in the ballgame. And Corey Jackson will come in for St. John's. Quillen across the timeline. Pushes it to the left corner, working against Trewick. Now back out to Kane. He goes cross-court for Denley. Denley to Leary. Starts it down the paint. Runner won't go as he and Smith collided. No call. And Kohorst comes away with the rebound. Sabalka on the left wing. Johnny with a 4-point lead and the ball. Down low to Smith. He had trouble with it. Now his turnaround is too hard off the glass. And Quillen at 5'10 came away with the rebound. Quillen 3-on-2 to Leary. His shot blocked by Kohorst, but they're going to whistle Eric for the foul. That's Eric's second personal. Randy Beckstrom now will check into the game. He'll be motioned onto the floor, replacing Mike Trewick. And at the line to shoot two will be Matt Leary, 6'5" senior from Sioux City who has 12 points in the ball. He's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 10 points in the first half. He's the Knights' leading scorer, averaging just a couple tenths under 20 points a ball game, and his free throw rolls out. In the second half, of course, he's shooting down into the student section. Second free throw good. 13 points in the half, and checking in now will be Jeff Isaacson, and he will replace Rob Kane.
Along with Randall Rinderneck.
Johnnies have done a good job on Kane down low. Randall Rinderneck will also come into the ball game, and Matt Leary will sit down to take a rest, so he's ready for crunch time. Sabalka now playing the point guard for the Johnnies. Beckstrom and Jackson are on the wings. Smith and Kohorst are the post. Kohorst comes up top to get the ball. Leaves it for Jackson outside the arc. Now Sabalka. Kohorst, high post, backs out. Looks, looking for Kyle Smith. Now he gets it to Jackson on the right wing. Back to Kohorst. 20 on the shot clock. Johnny's very patient. Smith, up top. Now to Jackson. Down low, pass tipped away. And the ball is saved, but Kyle Smith came away with it. Now Bruce on the floor, and Quillen comes up with it for Wartburg. Quillen works against Beckstrom. Right wing it goes now to Rinderneck. Rinderneck leaves it outside the arc for Isaacson. He works on Kyle Smith. One dribble, entry pass, tipped away out of bounds by Eric Kohorst. Intended for Rinderneck, and the ball belongs to Wartburg with 28 on the shot clock. 55-52. Johnny's on top. 11:26 remaining here in the second half. Lob pass into Rinderneck. Starts to the baseline against Kohorst. Reverse layup is good. Randall Rinderneck, his first 2 points of the ball game, and the Johnny lead is down to 1. No one has led in this ball game by more than 4. Right wing Sabalka. Up high, Kyle Smith. Goes cross court now to Kohorst. Back to Kyle Smith in the high post. Out of Kohorst, drives the baseline. Dumps it out to Beckstrom, 3, won't go. Rebound, Jackson, put that. Corey Jackson has 4, and the Johnnies are on top by 3. Quillen on the dribble, into the corner. Tipped out of bounds by Beckstrom. Last touch by Rob. Buzz Levick wants a foul called. Mike Trewick will check into the ball game, and Randy Beckstrom will sit down. Randy Beckstrom has given the Johnnies some quality minutes here in the postseason. 10:42 remains. Johnny's on top by 3. Wartburg ball in the forecourt. Hall up on top with Corey Jackson on him. Goes into the right corner. Now up on top to Denley, who looked like he may have traveled. Now on the dribble into the corner for Isaacson. Out top Rinderneck. He leaves it for Hall. Into the high post. Denley drives, and a blocking foul on Sabalka. One of the charge, they're going to call the block on Tim Sabalka. That is his first team foul of the half on the Giants. Make that the second team foul of the half on St. John.
Second personal, second
Wartburg has
foul.
committed 5 personals in the second half, and an inbound for the Knights underneath the basket. New 45 on the shot clock. Inbound tipped away by Kohorst, but recovering to get it is Rinderneck in the corner. Starts it in the paint, and he ran into Kyle Smith. No call. Ball loose on the floor, and finally Sabalka comes away with it after Kohorst saved it. Getting pretty physical out there right now. Jackson on the right wing. Corey goes up on top now to Tim Sabalka. Exactly 10 minutes remaining in the half. In the ball game. Jackson down low. Smith, and a foul on Wartburg. I thought they might have been calling Kyle Smith for the push-off, but they're going to give Jeff Isaacson for his 3rd personal.
Foul is on Wartburg, number 51, Jeff Isaacson, 3rd personal, 6th team foul.
16 foul now as Travis White will check in for Kyle Smith. Brian Farrell will check back in with those 3 personal fouls for Wartburg. And Mark Franzen will check in. They will replace Doug Hall and Jason Quillen. Trewick, Jackson, Kohorst, Weiss, and Sabalka on the floor. Jackson 3 on the way. Missed everything. Rebound Denley on the far side. I head down the right side now. Rinderneck stops against Kohorst. Then he takes it to the glass. Too hard. Rebound still being tapped around. And finally Corey Jackson comes down with it. And then he's fouled in the backcourt by Denley. We'll get free throws on the other end for Corey Jackson. That is Denley's second personal foul. And Corey Jackson will go to the other end to shoot 1-1.
Number 33, Dave Denley. Second personal.
Corey is 2 of 2 from the free throw line on the night. He has 4 points in the ball.
Corey Jackson.
Remember, the winner of this game goes to St. Paul on Saturday to face St. Thomas at Schoenecker Arena. It's a 7:30 game. Free throw off, no good. Rebound by Weiss. Ball still loose on the floor. Last touch by nobody as Kohorst keeps it in bounds. Corey Kohorst with a nice play on the near sideline. Sabalka. Lob pass. Weiss turned the wrong way. He and Jim got their wires crossed. Turnover and back the other way rather come to Wartburg. The Knights with the basketball. Franzen. And he's fouled by Corey Jackson at top. That is Corey's first and the 3rd team foul of the half now on the Johnnies. And it will be an inbound for Wartburg. Joe Dignan will check in now for the Johnnies, and Corey Jackson will sit down and take a rest. Joe Dignan, only a sophomore, is already a leader on this St. John's team. Across the timeline now, Farrell. Johnnies have dropped back into a 2-3 zone. Now Farrell in the paint, had it tipped away, ball batted loose, comes down to Franzen. Franzen, left corner for Hall, 3 on the way, good. Make that Brian Farrell with the 3-pointer, his second 3-pointer. He has 15 in the ball game, and we're tied at 57 with 8:52 remaining. Trewick will be met right at the timeline by Franzen. Picks up a screen from Kohorst. Trewick to the left wing, launches a 3, long up the rim. Rebound, Kohorst drives the baseline, triggered it out, but it was stolen away. And back come the Knights, 3-on-1. Bounce pass right side, Denley, back to Franzen. Now the ball is loose, and Wartburg comes away with it. Franzen 3 on the way, missed everything, and Kohorst comes down with the rebound. A little bit ragged here. 8:15 remaining, and the Johnnies want to talk about it. Timeout on the floor. 8:16 remaining in the ballgame. We're tied at 57, and we're back in 1 minute. Sounding, I'm not sure why. 37 on the shot clock as the Johnnies come across the timeline with Trewick. Trewick to the left wing. Now he goes to Dignan in the left corner. Up on top, Sabalka. Tim squares up, drives it down, stops off the glass, too hard. Rebound comes down to Leary for Wartburg. Knights with a chance to take their first lead of the second half. Isaacson, watched by Sabalka, drives the baseline, ran into Kohorst and an offensive foul on Isaacson. People have been knocked down all night, no call, and that time Kohorst is bumped and we get the offensive foul call. And that is 4 on Isaacson.
Foul is on Wartburg's number 51, Jeff Isaacson. 4th personal.
No free throws because of the player control foul. It is the 8th team foul, and of course that's important because at 10 it's an automatic 2 free throws. Dignan across the timeline. We're tied at 57 with 7:40 remaining. Weiss up on top. On the right wing now, Hare to Dignan. Hare in the ball game. So the Johnnies with their starting 5 back on the floor. Hare on the right wing, Dignan. Looks down low for Kohorst. Can't get it to him. Now he goes down low to Eric. Turnaround on the baseline. Rolls up. Rebound far side to Isaacson. He leaves it for Farrell. Farrell starts it down the lane. Dumps it in the right corner for Hall. Up on top. Pass almost stolen. Now Leary down the lane. Lob pass for Kane. Out of bounds. Missed everybody. And the Johnnies come back the other way. Now a timeout by Wartburg, their second timeout. We're still tied at 57, 7:11 remaining, and we're back in 1 minute. Okay. Okay, do you want me to come in and do sports in the morning, or is he going to do them on the phone? Okay, I'll talk to him later. Thanks. Back to the action now. Dignan 3 on the way, won't go, and the rebound comes down to Wartburg. Keen with the big rebound. All across the timeline. In the left corner now. Leary brings it out to the wing. Up top, Isaacson. On the left side, Kane. Back into the high post now. Running 14-footer by Hall is good. Doug Hall has a dozen. And the first lead of the second half for Wartburg at 59-57 with 6:25 remaining. Trewick, right wing to Hare. To Trewick. To Dignan on the left wing. Kohorst up top. Looking inside. Can't find anybody. Now Hare. This is a big possession for the Johnnies. Weiss. Right side to Kohorst. Looks inside. Now Dignan outside the arc to Trewick. 22 on the shot clock. Johnny's very patient. Almost to a fault. Dignan. Down low Kohorst. Back to Dignan. Launches a three. Long off the rim. Rebound Kane for Wartburg. And he elbowed his own player, Isaacson, as he came down with the rebound. Now Farrell into the forecourt. 5:45 remains. Wartburg on top by 2. In the right corner is Hall. Now the pass triggered up on top to Kane. Now to Leary. Now down low, Farrell posting up Trewick, but he comes out on the dribble. Hall up on top, 20 on the shot clock. Right corner is Farrell. Trewick is on him. Good defense by the Jays. Isaacson with Hare on him. Travis Weiss just picked up the foul as he tried to knock the pass away from Kane down low. That is Weiss's second foul.
Second personal, third
That is the fourth team foul on the Johnnies, as Tim Sabalka will check in replacing Joe Dignan. And Dave Denley is back in now. He'll replace Jeff Isaacson. Inbound for Wartburg underneath the basket. New 45 on the shot clock with the foul. In the corner is Hall. Drives the baseline on Hare. Runner won't go, but he was fouled by Hare. That is 2 on John Hare, and this will be free throws for Doug Hall. Big upset tonight in C4, the NCAA tournament. Number 1 seed and regular season champ South Dakota was defeated by number 8 North Dakota State 82-74. South Dakota will more than likely get bid in the tournament, which means now that the NCC will get 2 teams more than likely into the Division II tournament because the tournament champ is an automatic berth. St. Cloud State was beaten by North Dakota, and in the other game completed so far, Morningside beat Northern Colorado 74-64. Hall's free throw is good. He has 13 points in the ballgame, and it's a 3-point Wartburg lead at 60-57. Second free throw is also good. Johnnies have some work to do. They're down by 4 with 5:15 remaining. Hare on the left wing, up top for Kohorst, starts it down the lane, dumps it back to Hare on the left side. Kohorst, high post, Weiss is open underneath. Good luck by Eric Kohorst. Travis Weiss has 13 points. Eric Kohorst has assisted on most of those, and it's a 2-point Wartburg lead with under 5 minutes remaining. Into the right corner now, Leary. Down low, Denley working on Sabalka. Bounce pass to Farrell. Kane couldn't handle the pass, but he hustled to get it back. Kane put it on the floor, working against Travis Weiss. Law pass, almost stolen by Kohorst. Leary comes down with it. Then he runs over Trewick, no call. Into the corner, Hall drives the baseline. His shot is blocked from behind by Trewick, and then the ball is tied up. Then the ball will belong to St. John. Alternate possession.
St. John.
Wow, this game ball. 61-59. Wartburg on top, 4.5 remaining. Here into the forecourt. Johnnies are 2 on 4. They'll wait for everybody to catch up. Kohorst to Sabalka. Trewick on the right wing. Looks, now goes up top to Weiss. Left side Sabalka. Looks inside for Kohorst. Stops outside the arc. His pass was stolen away, but then Sabalka got it right back as Farrell couldn't come away with the ball. 23 on the shot clock. Sabalka up top. Starts it down the lane and then dumps it to the right wing to Hare. Up to Trewick with 17 on the little clock. Hare. To Kohorst up top. Down low. Weiss turn around. Good! It's 61 with 3:50 remaining in the ballgame. right wing against Trewick. Down low, pass tipped away from Sabalka. Denley got it back, and then Kohorst kicked the ball, and the ball will go back to Wartburg. And Wartburg wants to take a timeout. That will be their third charge timeout. With 3:43 remaining, we'll take a break. We're tied at 61. Don't go away. We're back in 1 minute. Back to the action now. Wartburg in the forecourt. Kane down low. Denley. Sabalka fouled the basket. Dave Denley has 9 points. Chance to make it 10. And if he completes the three-point play, he'll put Wartburg on top by 3. As he and Sabalka collided in the lane, and Tim picks up his third personal.
16 foul.
3:34 remaining. The winner faces St. Thomas in St. Paul on Saturday evening. Free throw, good. Dave Denley has 10 points off the bench. He averages about 4.5 a game. 3-point Wartburg lead with 3.5 remaining. Here, up on top to White. To Trewick on the right side. Looks inside. Can't find anybody. Now he comes out on the dribble. He'll reset with 30 on the shot clock. On the dribble. Goes on the left side. Now back to Trewick. He got it back from Sabalka. Here. High post Kohorst. 15-foot turnaround. Got it. There's Kohorst at 15, and it's a 1-point Wartburg lead. Now pressure by the Johnnies in the backcourt. Little token man-to-man pressure. Now Trewick will back away from Farrell. Meets him at the timeline. Farrell to the right wing. Down low. Keen! Turnover Wartburg. Johnny's into the forecourt. Here on the right wing. Now to Weiss up top. Trewick. Sabalka. Sabalka drives to the baseline. Had it tipped away. Ball loose on the floor, but Tim got it back. 25 on the shot clock. Johnny's reset up top with Trewick. On the left wing, Sabalka. Now 20 on the shot clock. Travis up top. Right wing, Trewick. Drives it to the baseline. Stop. Bounce pass. Sabalka. 10-footer. Long off the rim, and the rebound comes down to Kane. Johnny's need to hit uncontested 10-footers. There's no doubt about that. Farrell starts it in on the right side for Denley. Now back to Farrell as he hands it to him. Lob pass back towards Denley, and he's fouled by Sabalka. That will be 4 on Tim. I believe that's the 7th team foul of the half on St. John's. If so, we'll get free throws. Joe Dignan will come in replacing Tim Sabalka. So the Johnnies again with their starters on the floor. Dignan, Hare, Trewick, Kohorst, and Weiss. Leary, Kane, Hall, Denley, and Farrell on the floor for Wartburg, as Denley will go to the line to shoot 1-and-1. 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Now he's 3 of 3. He has 11 in the ball game. Now the chance to extend the Wartburg lead to 3. Second free throw is good. 12 points in the ball game for Dave Denley, and the net got hung up again. Clock is stopped with 2:04 remaining. It's crunch time. 66-63. Wartburg on top, and now Wartburg will apply a little pressure in the backcourt as Hall will work up the floor with Mike Trewick. Left wing it goes to Hare. Under 2 minutes remaining. Hare on the left wing, very patient. Puts it on the floor a couple of times and goes up top to Trewick. Mike with the ball. Lob pass almost stolen, and Dignan lost it up his foot. Last touch by Denley, though. Inbound for the Johnnies on the far sideline. 28 seconds remain, and Jim Smith wants a timeout. So we will take a timeout. 66-63, Wartburg on top. 1 minute. NCAA Men's Division III Playoff Basketball on WJOM St. Cloud. Trewick inbounds to Kohorst after the timeout. 1:45 remaining. Johnny's trail by 3. Dignan on the wing. Kohorst on top to Hare. Trewick as they work the rotation, trying to get somebody free underneath. Weiss in the high post. Looks down low for Kohorst. Couldn't get it to him. Now Dignan goes low Kohorst. Kohorst double team. Back out to Dignan. Now down low Kohorst. Turnaround baseline. Good! Eric Kohorst with 20 points, and the Johnnies are within one at 66-65 with 1:18 remaining. Johnnies do not have to foul. They certainly do not want Wartburg to take a three. Denley on the left wing. Leary outside the arc. Starts down the paint. Kohorst on him. Leary to the basket. Leary was fouled. Man, Leary took it all the way down on Kohorst. 15 for Leary in the ballgame. That's Kohorst's third personal. A 3-point Wartburg lead. And Leary can make it a 2-possession ballgame with the free throw. 68-65, Wartburg on top. Free throw doesn't go, so it's only a 3-point lead with a minute remaining. Johnny's into the forecourt. Dignan to Kohorst to Hare. Hare starts it down the lane off the basket. With 7 points in the ballgame, the senior from Apollo will be at the free throw line. And he could tie the ballgame with 53 seconds left, which is critical because what that does is give the Johnnies the last possession. Free throw rolls out, rebound comes down to Keenan. Now the Johnnies won't have to foul, but they may want to consider doing that depending on the time. Wartburg takes a timeout with 46 seconds remaining. Wartburg on top by 1 with the ball, and we'll come back in half a minute. We also have Cathedral Hockey coming your way in the Section 4 Tier 2 final. That's on Saturday afternoon. In the backcourt now, Farrell. 35 on the shot clock, 42 on the big clock, about an 8-second differential as they tick down. Long pass, almost stolen by Hare. Hall comes away with it. Hare chases him. He leaves it for Denley. 24 on the shot clock. A 1-point Wartburg lead with a half a minute remaining. Now Hall up on top. 15 on the shot clock to Denley. They don't want to foul on the shot, and they don't want to give up the three-pointer. Down low, Denley to the bucket. Blocked by Weiss. Denley got a pass, but he was fouled by Trewick. And probably a very, very good foul by Mike Trewick as he prevented the easy basket. That's Trewick's second. Denley, who is 4 of 4 from the free throw line, will be there to shoot 2.
Number 22, Mike Trewick. Second
Denley has 12 in the ballgame.
Foul.
If he makes both of them, the Giants can still tie with a three-pointer. How about overtime? Free throw rolls. No good. It was winning 1. I thought they signaled 2. No, it is 2 throws. There'll be another free throw. Everybody went at the rebound, but there is another free throw coming.
There were 2 shots. 2 shots.
That was a shooting foul. And now the Johnnies will take a timeout. We'll keep it right here. 68-67, Wartburg on top. 12 seconds remaining. The first free throw rolls out. So that means if Denley makes the second free throw, all Wartburg will have is a 2-point lead. That means the Johnnies can come down and tie with a 2-pointer or take the lead with the 3-pointer. Denley is now 4 of 5 from the free throw line. And of course, the big thing is if he misses, the Johnnies need to get the rebound. Neither team has led by more than 4 points in this ballgame. We have had numerous lead changes, probably 11 lead changes at this point, about 13 ties. Other than that, there hasn't been much of a ball to go. 15 seconds remaining. Wartburg on top by 1. Denley at the line to shoot the second half of this free throw pair. He missed the first one.
Denley to shoot 1.
Good. It's a 2-point Wartburg lead. And a whistle, and Wartburg trying to get a ball player.
Jeff Isaacson is the game.
Jeff Isaacson to replace Dave Denley for defense. Wartburg will apply some pressure in the backcourt. Johnnies lead, or trail rather, by 2 with 15 seconds remaining. 12 seconds as Dignan hits the timeline. Dignan to the right side for Hare. Hare down low, Kohorst works the baseline, coming on goal. 69-69 as we go into the overtime period. Johnny's
overtime.
Center jump is going to go. Backdown jump to start the ball. Kohorst will lead it for 7. On the right wing to here. Up on top, Kohorst. To Dignan. To here. Here to the right wing. Kohorst up on top. Cross court to Dignan. Outside the up. Here. Up top. Starts it down the lane. Pulls up. Down low, Weiss. Had to come out to get the ball. Now here. Fakes a three-pointer. Goes up on top to Dignan. Back to here. Down low, Weiss. Triggers it back to Kohorst. Two-pointer. No. Rolls off. Rebound. Weiss to Dignan. First bucket of overtime. Dignan has 13 in the ballgame. Right wing now, Leary. Leary only had 5 in the second. Here, starts it to the baseline. Triggers it out to Trewick, who leaves it up on top for Dignan. Almost thrown away. Dignan will back it out and make sure everybody's settled in. Now here. Stay away from the back. On the left side to Dignan. Dignan. Over to the top and then leaves it for Johnny. Left side Dignan. Down low, Weiss tipped away out of bounds. Last touch by Keenan. Travis wanted the foul on Keenan. Johnny's retaining the ball with 3:39 remaining. And a big shot with 5 seconds remaining. Emmett Kohorst came up big. He has 22 points in the ballgame with that turnaround at the baseline and sent it into overtime. Down the lane, Dignan, roller! High post now, Isaacson. Johnny's on top by 4. Up top, Farrell. 17-footer against Trewick. 4 ball. Point lead here in overtime. Here, Johnny's now will take their time. The best shot they possibly can on the full 45. Here to the baseline, to Weiss. Look cross court, didn't fire it. Now he brings it up on top to Trewick. John here. Extended defense now by the Knights. They need to pressure the basketball. Under 3 remaining, Johnny's lead by 4 in OT. Here, up top. Now to Dignan, 20 on the shot clock. They do not want to wait too long to make the move, though. They've done that a couple times tonight. Here, on the right wing. High post to Weiss. Now back to here. Down low, Kohorst. Back to here. Fakes the 3. Drives the baseline. Running 15-footer. Rolls off. Rebound kept around. Loose on the floor and a foul on John here. Good hustle by John. He picks up his 3rd personal, though, and will walk to the other end for 2 free throws coming on the 10th personal.
Ball is on St. John's, number 24, John Hare.
Carries over.
3rd personal.
Overtime. Each team gets an extra timeout now, so the Johnnies have 4 timeouts remaining, and Wartburg with 3 remaining. At the line to shoot 2 will be Dave Denley. He is 5 of 6 from the line. Make that 6 of 7. Denley has 14 points in the ballgame. Makes the second free throw, a couple down lead to 2. Free throw up and in. 15 points for Dave Denley off the bench. And that net on the other end has got to go. It's a new net because St. Thomas, unfortunately, is coming down here Saturday night. Dignan in the backcourt. It's amazing how that game keeps setting up in Johnny's favor. 2.5 minutes remaining. Dignan on the left wing to here. To Kohorst up top. Right wing, Trewick. Johnny's with the ball. 2-point lead in overtime. Dignan to here. Left wing, Trewick. Johnny's very patient. Now Dignan. Both post players down low. Now they both come up top. Weiss and Kohorst. Weiss trying to screen for Dignan. Dignan to the baseline, and he's pushed by Denley on the drive. And that's the second foul on Wartburg. So it'll be 2 free throws for Joe Dignan. As Denley picks up his 3rd personal.
Foul is on Wartburg's number 33, Dave Denley. 3rd personal, 10th team
has had some blows this season, but he has 15 points in this ballgame. All 4 of the Johnny's points in overtime, and he's at the line to shoot 2 with 2:07 remaining here in the first overtime. Free throw won't go. Gotta hit the free throw. Nobody knows that better than Joe Dignan. Second free throw is good. Dignan was 16 when the Johnnies on top by 3 with 2:05 remaining. Remember, Wartburg not a very strong three-point team, although they do have 2. One of them was a shot at the buzzer at the end of the first half by Farrell, who had over 3. Hall up top, outside the arc, down low. Leary against Kohorst, lays it off the glass and in. And it's a 1-point ball game. Leary has 17. Johnnies with the ball at 1-point lead with 1:45 remaining in the first overtime. Trewick leaves it up on top for Weiss. Down low Kohorst, tipped out of bounds, last touch by Leary. And the Johnnies will retain possession with 35 seconds on the shot clock, 1:38 on the big clock here in the first overtime. Trewick will inbound. Has to hurry, he calls timeout. Good move by Mike Trewick. As he took the timeout because he couldn't find anybody to give it to. 1:38 remains in overtime. Johnny's on top by 74-73, and we'll come back in 30 seconds. South Dakota, 82-74. Inbound for the Johnnies, Dignan. To Hill. They're up on top. Johnnies with a 1-point lead in the ball, a minute and a half remaining in overtime. Dignan will reel it up on top, 25 on the shot clock. Dignan with his fist raised. Starts it to the arc. Leaves it for Kohorst. Now it goes over on the right wing to Weiss. Down low Trewick. Back to Dignan. 10 on the shot clock. Weiss to here. Johnnies have to move. Now to Trewick. 7 on the shot clock. Dignan starts it down the lane. Stop. Dumps it out too far. Trewick will have to fire. Go! He would make it a 6-point ball game if he makes them both. Free throw. If he hits the second one, he would force Wartburg to hit a couple of 3-pointers, and they're not real skilled at that with 52 seconds left. Free throw rims out. Rebound Leary. 5-point Johnny lead. 48 seconds remaining. Now Farrell launches a 3. Long off the rim. Rebound in the lane. Tapped around out of bounds. Last touch by Wartburg belongs to St. John. Definitely touched by that move right out of that ball. And the Johnnies will inbound into the backcourt. Pressure by Wartburg. Trewick. They'll need the foul now. They need the basketball back. And a foul by Hall, and Trewick will go to the line to shoot 2. The Johnnies
Ball is on Wartburg's number 21, Doug Hall. Third personal.
About 65%. Not very good free throw shooting at all. Ones that happened before really won't matter if Mike Trewick gets 2 here because he can make a 3-possession ball game. Free throw good. 5 points in the ball game. All of them Wartburg. There is a 3-point shooter, 6 in. Replacing Dave Henley for Wartburg. Free throw, good. Trewick with 6 points. Dignan with 5 in overtime. And St. John wants to talk about it. 36-73. 80-73. Johnny's on top here in overtime. And we'll come back in 30 seconds. Everyone is going to make a 3. And the second time in 8 days. Farrell across the timeline. Johnnies just don't have to foul now. They just got to stay clear. Leary's turnaround, good! And a timeout by Wartburg immediately. Leary has 19 points. It's a 5-point game with 26 seconds remaining. Wartburg will take the timeout. Johnny fans wanted to charge them. But if the Johnnies take care of the basketball now and hit their free throws, this one's open. Notice I said skip. They take care of the basketball. Skip. From Sterling Collins to St. Bill. George Middendorf. 7-10. Saturday afternoon. Actually, Saturday morning will be here with St. John's and St. Thomas for you on Saturday evening. Kohorst inbounds to Trewick. To Dignan. They trigger it ahead. Dignan into the forecourt to Weiss as they try not to get fouled. Here's Keenan by Leary with 20 seconds remaining. Leary back the other way against Kohorst. And a foul on Leary. Inbound for the Johnnies in the backcourt on the fourth foul. 16 seconds remaining. Johnnies on top by 5. Here, ahead to Trewick. There's 3-on-1. Down to Dignan. Back to Trewick. Lays it up, and it was blocked. No goaltending call. It was hit on the backboard, but Weiss came away with it. 5 seconds on the clock. To Kohorst. To Weiss. 2, 1. Trewick at the buzzer for 3. No ball, but the Johnnies hit it. They score 3-75. They got what they've been hoping for all week. And that's a rematch with the Johnnies on Saturday night down in St. Paul. The Johnnies win it 80-75 in overtime, and we'll come back and talk about it in 2 minutes.
Final score, St. John's 80, Wartburg 75. This coming Saturday, 7:30 at St. Thomas in the West Regional game, Johnnies